Ahoy hoy, I'm Planarwalk, and you're watching Flat Earth News. And it's a little bit disappointing, because I'm happy that Conspiracy Catz has actually proven that the Earth is not flat, but he does so just as I get a new intro. So I'd like to thank the Creaky Blinder for making that. He's got an awesome channel, and if you're not subscribed, he's well worth subscribing to. So this month has been really interesting. Because it's been the end of the year, the awards have been going out. We've got Dumb Fuck of the Year awards by Red's Rhetoric, we've got the No Balls awards by Feck You, and we've got some awards by SciManDan. And whilst I'm not too keen on receiving a Dumb Fuck of the Year award, I wouldn't mind receiving a No Balls award from Feck You, or an award from SciManDan for Most Reliable Flat Earth News Source. For almost half a year I was probably the best source of news about Flat Earth on the globe. Although if there's going to be an award for it this year, I've got a bit of competition.
Oh, sorry, you ready for me now, Planarwalk? Competition? I don't think so. You'll continue to be the best source of news because... reasons. So, yes, we both do a flat earth-based news show, but the best way to describe it is Planarwalk is BBC World Service, Creaky Weekly is more like CBBC Newsround, kids news. But I enjoy doing it, and I'm going to keep on doing it. What's this music? Would shut up. Stop! Anyway, back to you, Planarwalk. Shut up, phone.
Cheers, Creaky. Anyway, one of the stories I want to talk about this month is SciManDan got doxed. Now, I'm going to omit a lot of information from this, particularly because I do not want to give the person who did the doxing attention, and I don't actually remember who did it, and quite frankly, I don't care to remember who it was. Now, from what I know, some of the information was slightly off. But that is beside the point. If you go ahead and dox someone, you're an asshole. Now, it doesn't matter if you try and dox someone and the information you come up with is just say 69 4th Street, Germany, Berlin, whatever, and they actually live in Africa. You have still tried to dox someone. It doesn't make you any less of an asshole just because some of your information is wrong. The fact still remains is that you have so little of a life that you want to go and ruin someone else's life. And it appears to be a growing trend amongst the Flat Earth community. It's not just SciManDan that's been doxed, there's been other people that have been doxed as well. I don't know everyone that's been doxed, but there's been quite a few. Now I know that it's not just anti-Flat Earthers that have been doxed. There have been people in the Flat Earth community that have been doxed. And I disagree with doxing anyone. Even if it's Nathan Oakley, of all people, you shouldn't dox him. So when it comes to all this doxing that's just suddenly happening, I think there's two possible explanations for it. The first one is they want SciManDan's autograph, and if you want his autograph so badly, just ask him for it. Jeez, he has a Twitter. But the second possibility is that they're running out of arguments, and I think that this is quite likely. They're running out of arguments, so they want to start attacking the people that have been debunking their arguments, because they are building their lives on Flat Earth. And Flat Earth is crumbling. Case in point is Conspiracy Catz has recently made a video on his Baldy Catz channel, which proves that the Earth is a globe. So the video showed a photo of Mount St. Helens and Mount Rainier, which was taken from Council Crest Park in Portland. Now the photo showed that Mount Rainier, which is far taller than Mount St. Helens, appeared to be much lower than Mount St. Helens. Now Baldy Catz worked it out and showed that perspective alone would not account for this, that there had to be a drop. Now immediately, Flat Earthers came along trying to debunk that photo. But Baldy Catz had done something really clever. Instead of basing his argument on the full height of St. Helens, he based it on the side peak of St. Helens. And this led to the Flat Earthers like Anthony Riley coming along and thinking that Conspiracy Catz had gotten the numbers wrong, and pretty much admitting that if the numbers were as Conspiracy Catz said they were, then the Earth would not be flat. Lo and behold, the numbers were as Conspiracy Catz said they were, so that's it. Flat Earth is over. Go home. That's it. However, because Anthony Riley wants to keep this Flat Earth movement going, because he really got nothing better to do with his time, he decided to say that Conspiracy Catz is just assuming the height of the side peak, basing it off the elevation of the mountain and the photo taken. So because Anthony Riley is assuming that Conspiracy Catz is assuming the height of the side peak based on the elevation of the mountain and the photo, he is saying that you can't use the elevation to assume it, you've got to use the prominence. And because elevation is based on sea level, whereas prominence is how far out of the ground the mountain appears to be, he is claiming that Conspiracy Catz is mistaking the prominence for the elevation, and so the value of the height of the side peak should be higher. Except, you can just go on Google Earth and find out the elevation of the side peak. It's not hard, I did it in like 5 minutes. Wow, that was anticlimactic.
Nathan Oakley. I'm actually getting fed up of saying this guy's name.
Welcome to Flat Earth Debate Special Edition.
Wait, Nathan, which channel is it on? Is it on Oakley Code? Is it on Oakley Tech? Is it on Nathan Oakley 1980 or Nathan Oakley? It's difficult to keep track of you these days because your videos keep getting bounced from channel to channel. That's right, your channels keep getting strikes against them. I wonder why.
I'm your host, Nathan Oakley.
That can't be right. You can't possibly be getting a community strike just because you're Nathan Oakley.
Strike!
Now, I'd like to hope you're getting community strikes because everybody has finally realised what a gigantic peen arse you actually are. But I seriously doubt that's the case. So let's try and find out the actual reason, shall we? Okay, so the real reason Nathan Oakley's channels are getting community strikes is because he's basically stealing other people's content and using it. Now, I use other people's content in my videos all the time, but I do it under fair use. I always credit the person, whether I like them or not, and I always make it clear that it isn't my content. But what Nathan Oakley has done is taken content from another channel and made absolutely no attempt to credit that other channel, which then implies that it's his own footage, which in this case it clearly wasn't. So it's not completely clear whose channel instigated the copyright strike, but whoever it was reported him through the correct channels to YouTube, therefore causing a community strike. In the interest of research, I asked Nathan Oakley if he wanted to comment on these community strikes, and whilst he didn't want to be interviewed live by me, he did pre-record this message. Thank you, Nathan, and I got to be completely honest with you, that response doesn't surprise me at all because it's about what we've come to expect from your channel. Absolute bollocks. Okay guys, I'm going to hand you back to Planarwalk now, and I'm sure that he will link my channel in the description, but if he forgets, because he's got a memory like me, then you can find me by searching The Creaky Blinder on YouTube, and hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you. Planarwalk, back to you, dude.
Thanks for that, Creaky. Anyway, Nathan Oakley isn't the only person that's been getting a community strike. In fact, Team Skeptic has received a community strike. And the strike for Team Skeptic's video came from Daniel Pratt. Now, the video that got striked by Team Skeptic was Team Skeptic addressing one of Daniel Pratt's videos. So of course it contained footage from Daniel Pratt. And because we clearly live in a timeline where the EU has dominated the world and has passed Article 13, you know, you can't do that. Oh wait, what's that? That timeline's been destroyed? Okay, never mind then. But in all seriousness, the video that Daniel Pratt copyright striked was a response video. YouTube is littered with response videos. Even I've had a video done about me, and you don't see me copyright striking Anthony Riley. And not to mention, it's all covered under fair use. Team Skeptic's video is covered under fair use because it is transformative work. Transformative work, such as reviews, parody, and responses, all come under fair use. H3H3 has proven this in a court of law, and it can be argued that a response video is classified as a review because It's simply reviewing a person's content and criticizing it. So at the end of the day, it seems that Daniel Pratt can't take criticism, so he wants to abuse the DMCA system and take down Team Skeptic's video. But Team Skeptic ain't having it. He's going to the courts and he's filing a reversal through his attorney, using his attorney's name because, some people don't want their names to be publicly known. Now this does seem to irritate Daniel Pratt, because for some reason he wants to know what Team Skeptic's name is. But he also says that a name being public or something isn't important, and if that is the case, why does he want to know what Team Skeptic's name is so badly? If it's not important, then there should be no reason for him to know Team Skeptic's name. He doesn't make any sense, he's just a fucking idiot. Now, Team Skeptic has given Daniel Pratt two options. Option number one is to give him money. And this does make sense, because seeing as Team Skeptic's video was taken down, he put effort into that video and he didn't make money off it. And option number two is Daniel Pratt takes down his channel. Now you may be thinking that that is a bit too harsh, but to be fair, Daniel Pratt does not seem like he has a lot of money, and he did do something illegal, which is file a false DMCA takedown notice. If Daniel Pratt deletes his channel, then Team Skeptic will not seek repayments. Now some people may be thinking that I'm a bit too harsh at this point, because I'm saying that Nathan Oakley's strike was justified, whereas Team Skeptic's wasn't. But I think that the big difference here is the way that Team Skeptic and Nathan Oakley are both addressing these strikes. Team Skeptic is being very open about his strike, whereas it's hard to find any information whatsoever on Nathan Oakley's strike. And believe me, I've been looking for hours about information on Nathan Oakley's strike, and I've barely found anything. However, I do think that Nathan Oakley deserves a community guideline strike. Why do I think that? Because I've found a video which shows that Nathan Oakley is one of the most vile excuses for a human being on the globe. Now the clip I'm about to play comes from Nathan Oakley's debate 681, and viewer discretion is advised, seeing as it contains some highly insensitive and uncalled for language.
So, dumb fuck, let's see you draw that logical connection, dumb fuck. This is you being raped. Let me pin you down, Tim. Let's all hold his arms while I rape him. Yeah, Tim, this is you being raped.
That's so weird.
This is you being raped, Tim. And
man.
you can
That's
try and
weird.
rumpus, scream all you like.
So it's obvious that Tim was being polite. He was trying to have a nice conversation with Nathan. But clearly Nathan Oakley had a sexual fantasy about raping Tim, and that's all that he could think about for a couple of minutes. And believe it or not, that's not even the worst part. Nathan gets really descriptive with it. I have left out the really descriptive parts because of how sick and disturbing it is. So Nathan, please go seek professional psychiatric help. You need it. And before someone comes along and says, oh, it was just a joke, he doesn't actually want to rape anyone, he was just joking about it. The way in which he did it went too far. Even if it's just a joke, he crossed a line. This is not normal behaviour from a mentally stable individual. If there are any psychologists watching this, please let me know what you think. However, Nathan isn't the only person in the Flat Earth community that has sexual desires that they want to share with everyone. Fight the Flat Earth has hosted a couple of live streams where he would invite anyone onto the stream so that they could debate him in an open debate. Now, I did not see the first stream, so I don't really know what happened. However, in the second stream, he was porn bombed. Somebody put up some porn on their screen using screen share and just porn bombed him. And so he had to just abruptly end his stream and delete it, which is unfortunate because as far as I could tell, or as far as I remember, it was a good stream. And it just goes to show how many flat earthers are being assholes wanting to shut globe earthers down. And I'm not saying that there's no globe earthers who want to shut flat earthers down, it just seems to be more prevalent within the flat earth community as far as I can tell. And whether their methods are doxing, filing a copyright strike, or just porn bombing someone, the fact remains is that they are arseholes who just so happen to also be fucking idiots. And lastly, I want to add a bit of a notice. In the last Flat Earth news, I said that there was going to be a lot of collabs during December, and there were. Pretty much every collab during December, except for the first video that I made that month, was a collaboration. And surprisingly enough, there's more collaborations to come this month. I believe that over the next few days there will be about 3 videos on different channels that will have me in them. So if you're a big fan of me, that's something you can look forward to. But anyway, leave a like and subscribe if you like that video. Leave a comment saying how much the title Flat Earth Noose actually reflects this video, because this one was really depressing now that I look at it. And don't forget to go to the Creaky Blinders channel and subscribe to him. He produces very high quality content. As always, a big shout out to my $20 Patron, What Jesus? If you want to support me, you can do so on Patreon. Link will be in the description. But anyway, I will see you in the next video, or on some videos on other channels. Between you and me, thank you for watching, and Happy New Year!